Tschüss. Hallo. Tschüss. Hallo. Hallo, tschüss. Hallo, tschüss. Guten Morgen. Guten Abend. Prösterchen. Was geht ab? Hallo. How are you guys doing, my brothers? I tried classic Gothic before the remake to see if it sucks. That is a good thumbnail.
Uh-oh. What happened to penis?
Not a bad thumbnail.
Dash.
Not a bad thumbnail, Renos. Guys, looks like you liked this video. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy. That is one of the first... I think one of the first. Apart from Skelecella, but I think that's an outlier because that was during the viral moment. It's one of the first videos to crack 1,000 views that quickly. And it's literally a gameplay video. Very happy about this, guys. Glad you like it. Makes me happy. I know it's a bit of different content that I usually do. But, yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I'm not banned yet. Hi, Cakez. You are sometimes very annoying. And I get banned when I voice that annoyance, but I love you otherwise. Yeah, I don't love you back though, because that would be parasocial. I appreciate it though. You know. I can say that I like you back. Though I don't know, do I like you? You seem to be trying to trigger me sometimes. Let me see, do I like you or not? I didn't say Cakez. I'm just hungry. Okay. Banned. W on chat. Why don't you try it and then see for yourself? Truth equals ban. Suddenly those pirate GitHub resources are useful. Like I'm giving access to my exact solution to the problem in private GitHub. He looks like... he looks at us like we are Twitch GPT and then gets frustrated with us when we don't know the answer. Hey! Wouldn't be better to continue just developing a game, figuring out what to do, what works, what doesn't. Then if you want to test the game with other people, then you can figure out how to push the web. Wouldn't that be easier?
That's so... Hey! No! Please stop! Oh, come on, man! This is so fucking dumb.
If you're enjoying something, you can concentrate really well, but when you don't get instant dopamine, which is something you get bored easily. No. Then I don't have ADHD. If that is how ADHD works, then I don't have ADHD. Because I focus on something when I do badly. Like, for example, the game was going well, and I was making progress. I was playing Gothic Remake off stream as an archer build for fun. The last couple of days for me have been nothing but programming all day, all night to get this stupid thing to work. And guess what, my brothers? Guess what? Let me tell you that this is what I have. This is in the new engine. This is in the new engine. Nyaha. Nyaha. Anything but making the game. Cakez fart is banned for 5 minutes. Looks nice. Oh, Super Cool already knew. Yeah, Super Cool could already see the future. Shadows are really nice. Yeah, shadows are working. Shadows are working. Hell yeah. We have one problem though, guys. We have one problem. The game lags in the browser. Watch. It lags. This is the browser. This is me running in the browser. The game lags. Sometimes. In some areas the game lags. In the middle, for example. Here it doesn't lag at all. No stuttering. Now it lags.
Hello.
So now we have to figure out why it lags. Toll, ne? Ist das nicht nice? There's gotta be some VSync stuff that we have to disable in web build. I would assume. It's gotta be some SDL stuff. And luckily we have the webcam SDL here to figure out what it is. But yeah, today guys, I will try to make 200,000 enemies run on the GPU and then draw them as they approach the base. That's what I want to try to do. That's the goal for today, guys. If I am able to do it, then I have 2 days padding and I can ban a couple of people. Let me see. Who do I get to ban? Shintai, AK Elements, Louis Dev, Kotilok, Sumo, Signfinger, Becca, Capushman, and Hilosopher. Hilosopher, yeah. So if I get the enemies working today, then we get to play games tomorrow. Maybe even today after the stream, but I think it'll take all stream today to get the enemies to run. That feels amazing, guys, I gotta be honest. Let me see here, main.cpp. So I wrote this down when we were doing the setup for this. In the web build, I have to hold up. Renderer init. Here. In web GPU turn off like this. Turn off VSync for PC makes it lag. No, why is the web lagging, guys? No, like, listen, this runs in the browser. This was running in the browser before. I didn't have any issues. Now it's lagging in the browser for me. Why? Oh, great. The chat is not updating again. At least it's updating here. Okay, so I gotta use OBS today. Gotta use OBS to see the chat. Can't interface with this today then. I don't know why this sometimes doesn't update. Super annoying. Time things, see what's sus. Cakes. Are you drawing the enemies using mesh instancing? I found in my code it's not the movement that needs compute at all. It's the enemies that need GPU instancing. We are not doing any enemies at the moment. They don't do anything. Are you drawing the enemies using mesh instancing? No. Cakes, so good luck on the grind. Just time to hear your goal. I'm waiting. I'm having a configurate stuff day today. Want to get back to coding again. Yeah. Configurate means you're configuring something, not coding. Yeah, configure stuff. Is this STL3? Yes. Time things. Yeah, what do you mean by time things? How would I time things? Does web have any way to profile? I have no idea. It does lag sometimes. Only sometimes though, that's what I don't get. Maybe it's this... it could maybe
Don't be afraid of poor marketing and you'll be stronger.
I don't know if that's
Good
it,
game
but,
will sell nonetheless. The money will come to you.
maybe it's this stuff right here? The FPS display. Maybe I just don't do that. Maybe that's making it lag. Oh man, I hate that the chat's not updating. That makes me really mad. I'm trying it one more time. If it doesn't work, then I have to use OBS. Runamar, thank you very much for following. My Wesm game spams local host for Tracy even on itch lol. I wonder if this just updates. Don't think it is gonna do that though. Let me just. Yeah, it lags sometimes. I don't know why it lags sometimes. Sometimes it's like perfect and then again it lags. Intermittent lag, garbage collecting WebAssembly, allow during gameplay there can be a noticeable hitch. Texture uploads, write texture codes during gameplay. GPU synchronization, reading back data. Missing frames, debug builds. Okay, hold up. It could be that that we have a debug build, guys. Hold up. Hold my door. One sec. Let me do the O2s. Let me do that. Let's see. Absolute prompt terrorist, yeah. See, I asked you guys. No one has an idea. Now, stack size, no such file or directory. Oh, hold up. Let's see. This guy is really trying to get banned today, this mad lady, Killjoy. Keep going, buddy. You're almost there. Just a bit more. Nah, it's the same issue. Same issue. Alright, I'm gonna try allow memory growth. I'm gonna remove that. Also, let me get rid of we don't need all of that now. I wrote this shader today.
Master, the calculations are in and
Yeah. Looks smooth,
powers
it's not
of your
smooth.
brain are overwhelming.
It's not smooth at all, it's lagging. I notice it. Smooth is something else, much different. Smooth is not that. And we had the same issue before, and the way that we fixed it was by limiting the FPS by using Capushman's rendering method. So, in here, the way we managed to do that is we initialize the window using OpenGL, but we initialized the window. We didn't call swap interval. And then on the GPU, in the GL renderer, also just... I see, we would limit the FPS here if we are not in a web build. Do I call precise weight? I call it sometime, one time. Aha! Hold up. That could be it. No. No, that's just in the game.
Your welcome
That's just
message
in
is
the game.
empty peepo sad.
Shit. Cakes, what's your tips to build habits and build the consistency to work on projects every day? Are you actually asking that, Mr. Avatar Azula? Mr. Avatar Azula?
Fuck
I feel like I repeated
Fuck
that
pirate is software based.
10 million times. Shit. Okay, so hold up. I'm getting memory growth out of this. No. I'm really asking that. Okay, so sorry to say it like this, because I thought that. So the way I build habits is by doing stuff every day. I think I said this multiple times. I just sit down or do stuff that I do every day. And I don't overdo it on some days. Like, for example, today, let's say I was not bent on getting this to work. And I really didn't feel like working on my game at all, or on my project at all. I would literally just sit down. I would boot up the game, or look at my to-do list, see what's missing today, and do a tiny thing. Like, for example, what is missing today is to make trees that are below me darker, because I'm behind them. And they are not lit up by the light. And trees that I'm below of, I make them normal bright, if that makes sense. That is a tiny change where I just have to work on one single part of the game. And I think I can fix it in 10 minutes. I was actually thinking about this. So I need to check if the player is below a tree. And then make the ambient light darker or brighter based on the distance. And have no ambient light if I think it's 1.0 F minus that. So basically, the closer I am to the tree, the more light we have. So then that goes down. Actually, this is like this. It's a linear curve. And then ambient. And so I would fix this for 10 minutes, 10-20 minutes. And I would stop and I would enjoy myself. I would do something for myself. And that could be taking a long warm shower. That could be laying in bed for 10 minutes and just staring at a wall, or just, relaxing. Just basically doing something other than sitting. It could be going for a walk very slowly. It could be making myself something very healthy but delicious food to eat. It could be something that is not something that will make you feel bad later. So, for example, I wouldn't eat a lot of chocolate as a reward because then I just feel bad later. Maybe get indigestion or something. So instead I try to make something healthy, right? And so I give myself a reward, or I watch a YouTube video, 2 YouTube videos, or whatever. I play games, right? That's also something that I can do. But I repeat these steps every day, at least the part where I do something for 10 minutes. I do a tiny thing. It can be such a tiny thing, right? It could literally just be that, oh, there's a bug here. Instead of lesser, I needed to do greater on the foliage position. Let me check. Oh, works. Okay, done, right? If that's it. You could fix it faster, but make these tiny things to stay connected to the project. It's important to keep the ball rolling more so than to have it roll 10 kilometers a day. Okay, so this is like super smooth. It's like butter. And this is not correct. You see how all of the trees that below me are darker and these trees are brighter? The calculation here is not correct. Because it still adds some ambient light somehow. Hold up, that's the web game. That's the wrong game. Let me see. So if a tree... Let me just do an if check here. The foliage position.y is greater than player position.y. That means the foliage tree is below. And in the else case... Oh. What do we do for ambient? I think ambient is 0, and in the other case... It should still be 0 though. In both cases, ambient should be 0. Let's see. I don't understand why in some cases the trees have no ambient light and in other cases they do. Oh, I see. The distance, I see, they should always have. Wait, T distance goes to 0. If it's 1, it's full ambient light. Hold up, wait. If it's 0, it gives full ambient light. No, it should always be full. I don't understand the difference here. Like, I feel like that's super odd. I don't understand. Yeah, in order to finish a game, you have to do many tiny changes, but that is the way you get it done. You guys remember one of those days? T distance is never 0. That is the issue. T distance is never 0. Sorry, but if I put 0 in ease out linear, shouldn't T distance be 0? Ambient. I don't understand it, man. I see it's 1. Oh, it goes really large. I see. Wait. So then T distance at some point. Wait. The further I am away from the tree, maybe I just need a different curve. So it's only for the trees that are above me, because I'm supposed to ambient them up. Let's just look at some of these values here for ambient. Yeah, it's difficult to say. T distance. T distance is 1, so that's literally next to me. Did you end up going for web GPU? Yes. We have only one tiny problem to fix, which is tiny hiccups in the render build, in the web build. We need to figure out what that is. God, I'm too stupid. So any tree that is above me, this distance to tree above gets bigger, which causes this all to be 1. If a tree from above is very far away, then we have 1,000,000 divided by the maximum distance, which is 20. And that turns the distance to 1. We have a big distance. There's a lot of the trees far away. If it's 1, it should be 0. But if it's, hold up. Distance. If the distance is very close to 0, then it should be 1. Oh, so I think it's just 1 minus. I think that's it. So now, did you pay attention, buddy? I actually didn't want to do this right now, but I think I fixed it now. Did you pay attention? That's what I would do today. If I wanted to build a habit, but I didn't want to work on the game, I want to get back into the game, that's what I would do. I'd test if it works. Now the bottom trees are all lit up. So it's wrong. So 1 minus is wrong. So what up? I think I need 2 if checks, but I don't like it.
Hope you have a good time, Cakez and
Yeah,
Chat
it can't be
Pepper.
1 minus. Let's test that. Let's test if this works. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do this in math. Okay, at least all trees now have no ambient light. Oh shit, that's bad too. So we have the maximum distance, that has to be like 200 or something. Oh, it works really badly. Yeah, and it makes these trees dark now. So yeah, oh god, that's really bad. I really don't want to work on this right now, but that's what I would do. Okay, I don't want to do this right now, and that's what I would do. So essentially every tree needs to have ambient light, and I just need to have positive ambient light applied to it. Oh, so I see, I'm trying to counter it. You know what? I'm just not gonna do the ambient for now. That's something I'll do later. To do fix ambient. I want to work on enemies today. It's already been 30 minutes. I wasted 30 minutes on this. So let's actually get to updating the enemies. That's more important. And try to fix the web build. I don't have time for that today. It's fine. Like, you know. Ambient light skip. No, like, listen. So this is what the game looks like, and you don't even notice that the trees light up. Maybe you do a little bit, but it's not really a big deal. And yeah, it's fine. Like, you don't notice it too much. So, anyways, now I want to understand why, and I think I did. Did I take away the allow memory growth from the web build? I did. So let me build to the web again and see if it's still lagging. I don't think allow memory growth is the issue. It could actually be that the SDL callback is the issue. The SDL main callback thing that we do here. SDL main use callbacks. It could be this. Let's see. Huh? What did I do? What happened now? Runtime aborted with assertions for more info. Oh, cause it couldn't build it. We don't have enough memory. It tried to grow memory. So I need to have initial memory built in. So if we don't allow memory growth, is there a way? Here, our initial memory. How about we do initial memory? The edge went out of memory. Let's build with this. Maybe that helps. I don't really want to deal with this today though. So I might defer the browser build lagging to something later. I don't know what it is. It could be the canvas, it could be something else, I don't know. Ah, it's laggy. Sometimes it lags. And then it doesn't. So what are these stutters that only happen sometimes, guys? Web GPU validation. Validation is usually lightweight, but debug builds and validation layers add overhead. Hold up. Hold up. It could be debug. No, wait. I don't have validation layers on. I don't think I have validation layers on. If dev debug, that's off. I'm scripting. App failure. Main. Web GPU renderer. If we didn't request a device hit. Debug. Callback. Maybe the device callback info. Allow process events. I don't know. Maybe we have to do that. Handle device request. App continue init pipelines. And then reload pipelines down. Create buffers, that shouldn't be an issue. Create textures, render targets, reload. This is only happening in debug. Otherwise, sorry, never mind. Creating a pipeline or program only adds in. Hold up. Oh, this is compute pipeline, sorry. Here, creating a program only adds in the validation layers. Where is it? Eh? I guess I didn't add that in yet. It might be just the WASM doing its best. It's not native at the end of the day. No. Sorry, guys. Do not make excuses for if stuff doesn't work. There are countless online browser games that work perfectly fine without lags. So if my game is lagging, then there is a definite issue somewhere. Why don't you use Visual Studio? Printf. Delta time. Should we do printf? With if checks here? There is a definitive issue. Somewhere. And it can be fixed. We fixed it before. We had a smooth web build before. Only if Cakez has a crave. I don't know how to build a frame graph, man. That's something that's I'm just too stupid to do it. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay, let's see. Would really like to have it butcher smooth running before we embark on the... First you copy the frame buffer, copy the buffer map pointer. He looks fantastic today. Oh my man, thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, the chat did not update there. That's great. Nice. Do you use VSync? Maybe present mode is incorrect. FIFO should work fine. Let's see. Present mode. I'm using FIFO, but should we do a different present mode, guys? Immediate? The presentation of the image user is immediately without waiting for vertical blank. Tearing, obviously. Mailbox? Force 32. Should we do immediate? Hold up, there's 2 present modes. 4 present modes. Hold up. 1, 2 present modes. On resize and when creating the pipelines. Try immediate and mailbox. Alright, present mode. Immediate. Present mode. Immediate. Let's test that. You could print the frame time using SDR-Gothic. Yeah, we do that now. Let's first check the game here. We have 400 FPS. It's not that much, by the way. But okay, I mean, here we have FPS, 400 FPS. That's a lot, by the way. I thought I'm doing a precise weight on the render. That's odd. Thought I was doing a precise weight. Oh no, I'm not. Which probably I should do. One sec. One second, my brothers. So, yoink. FPS limit 120. Let me see if this works. I'm pretty sure U64 should work, actually. It does. Cool. Holy shit. So it's hot sitting outside. My laptop's probably gonna overheat in minutes. Wie heiß ist es bei euch? For me, it's gotten better today. Yesterday evening was crazy. At 28 degrees. It's going down today, thank goodness. Guys, this is gonna be a great time, I'm telling you. You know why? I think it's gonna be the humidity. 40 in Vienna, oh god. Let's see. So now it should be limited to 120. Yeah, we have limit. Limited FPS. Let's go to the browser, guys. Are you ready? Browser? Still laggy. You notice the lags? And the thing about the lags is that they happen sometimes. It's like lag, stop. Lag, stop. Look at the trees jumping back and forth. Like right now it's stuttering. Now it stops. Stuttering again. Stopping. Stuttering again. It's not a low 1%, man. It's 50% of the time. It's lagging. And the other 50% of the time it's not. It's only stuttering when casting shadows. No, it's random. Stuttering now. It's not casting any shadows. Let's see. Do I have lows? There's not a single low that has been... There's not a single low that has been... not a single low that has been... How do you say that, guys? Man. Reported. Not a single low has been reported. What I can do, but it'll slow down the game. I can always... you know, print the delta time. Ugh. We can always print the delta time. I think I just figure this out later. Yeah, I know I should do it, but now I'm kinda... I hate giving up on things. It's something in my brain that it does not allow me to give up on certain things and move on. It's 8 ms all the time. It's 8 ms, 8 ms, 8 ms. Okay. Rendering stats checked. Box tick. See if FPS graph. Right. Let's see. Let's test. More tools, web developer tools. How about can we put it to the side somewhere? Dock to the right. Good. Oh, I don't like how it's not centered now. And then you're saying inspect 3 dots. More tools, rendering. Hold up. Inspector. No, wait, where? Open the logs tab? Logs tab. Performance tab? Start recording. Console logs. What the hell? It's all over the place. It's all over the place. It's not 16 at all. It's limited to 1 ms precision, but I have sometimes 19, 20. Logging to the console was slow. Yeah, I get it. I'm not gonna log to the console. Wait, I'm not gonna log to the console, guys. I just wanted to test. Here you go. I think it's because we tried immediate, guys. Let's try mailbox first. Use the request animation frame and scripting thing. Send in Discord Cakez. I think you should probably stick to FIFO. Present mode, that's probably isn't it. Might be something in the way. You use web GPU, which causes small allocations that stall the GC. Clueless. Discord. Hold up. One sec. See, like whoever was arguing with this guy like 1 or 2 days ago, he was banned from the stream, so he didn't get his arguing with me. And you reciprocated his arguing. So like, you kind of wasted your time. More tools. More tools? Okay. Right, let's first check mailbox. Okay, mine is smooth on my PC, right? I don't have any issues here. He's in Chrome, I see. It is lagging. You need to look at the trees to figure out that it's lagging, guys. Look at the tree stutter by. 3 dots, show it, okay. More tools. The tools are from Chrome, okay. I have no idea what this means. But it definitely goes down here and up. It's just memory. Frame graph. I have no idea what that looks like. Oh god. Why is this so bad? All frames. What the frick is that, man? Why is this just 1 frame? Huh? Yeah, when you focus on the items out of the central focus, it appears to be more noticeable, yeah. Are you using Tracy with web build? No, I'm not using Tracy. Let me make sure that I don't. Hold up. Let me just make sure. Tracy is here only if I'm doing profile. only if the define profile is set up. So no. I'm not doing that at all. Okay, I'll test out on a different browser real quick. One sec, guys. That's annoying. Let me see if it lags on a separate browser. Maybe we can frame graph this a bit better here. Bro, you can't be serious. It's perfectly stable here. It is perfectly stable here. No lag at all. Nothing. Huh? Guys, maybe it's just Firefox, my Firefox. Are you using Capush frame limiter, Cakes? No, it's commented out. It's not built into the game when I'm building to web. But it's perfectly stable here, it's not lagging. So is it a Firefox? Are you using WebGPU? Firefox has partial support for that. Cakes, for me, Chromium works worse than Firefox for WebGPU. Really? Do you have hardware acceleration enabled? Okay, how do I check hardware as an acceleration, guys? Is it somewhere in the settings? Settings? Hardware? Use performance, recommended performance settings. Use hardware acceleration. It is turned off now. Hold up. Why can I not reload this? I don't get it. Nah, it's laggy. There must be some setting or something. There must be a setting on Firefox or something that's causing this delay.
Am I so out of touch? No.
El Pescarubio just subscribed. Keep it up.
About config search for web GPU. Okay. So, what am I supposed to put here? Web GPU is enabled. That's all. Check memory. When you say check memory, you need to tell me what you mean, because there's you mean type memory here? No clue, bro. No clue. Okay, hold up, guys. He's right. We need to use AI. Hi, Cakes. Hey, Jova. How you doing? Firefox is newer and may have it is newer. May have different driver interactions than Chromium. Shader pipeline compilation can occur later than expected. Doesn't matter. Texture uploads don't happen. VSync timing in Firefox can be less consistent in some systems. That's gotta be it, guys. Firefox garbage collector can cause brief pauses if your JavaScript glue allocates frequently, but we are not allocating. Log the frame times. If you see spikes like to 25, we have frame pacing. Yeah, that's what we have, guys. Ensure you're not creating web GPU objects every frame. We don't. Pipelines, bind groups, buffers, texture samplers. Avoid calling map async during rendering. Pre-create pipelines. We do. If using Emscripten, make sure you're not triggering heap growth, which I did. Open about profiling, record the reproduce. While reproduce, stop the recording, inspect the main thread, the GPU thread. So, look, hold up. About profiling. Never done that before. And then record. What the hell is this? Recordings launch Firefox in a new tab. All data stored locally. What is this? I've never seen this before. What am I supposed to do now? If you are profiling a build that you have compiled yourself on this machine, please add your build's output directory to the list below so that it can be used to look up symbol information. Change preset to graphics and profiling. Graphics. Eh? That's not it. Eh? Do this in the tab by opening the developer tools. Alright, so I go here. I don't open the developer tools and then what? Profiling record. Performance. You mean this? Start recording? Performance. Start recording. Capture recording. I don't know what capture recording means. Yeah, I mean it's lagging. You guys can see it, right? Focus on the trees that are outside the main area. Good. Performance. Capture recording. Firefox profiler. So here. Allocations, deallocations. Changed from web developer to graphics in that tab. What? Oh, graphics. Okay. I see. Let me do that. Okay, that should be enough. Capture recording. Let's see what that does. I mean, we have these spikes here. Bro. Flame graph? Stack chart? Guys, what am I supposed to look at here? Like, this is all alien to me. Like, what the hell is this? Bruh. Why does it keep growing? Flame graph might be the thing. I don't get it. I do not understand this because it's supposed to give me a frame, a frame, a frame, a frame. It's supposed to give me what Tracy gives me. But this is just one blob, all stacked together. Shouldn't it be frame, 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 frame? And then I could see like in a timeline. Shouldn't there be a timeline? I really don't understand. It makes no sense. There's a timeline at the top? Yeah, but the top timeline makes no sense. Where are the frames? I really don't understand this graph at all. It's so bad. And I can't zoom in. Bro, it's like tiny things. Where is my frame? All frames is ticked, yeah, but script does nothing, native does nothing. Like, yeah, I know it's all ticked, but, you know. Include idle samples, like, I have no freaking clue what this is. Like, could this be any more convoluted, Firefox? Could this please make it worse? And I can't see YouTube messages. You need to expand the flame graph? Yeah, but how do I expand it? Like, I don't understand. Like, who thought this was a good idea? Which fucking retard is... Oh, it makes me so mad that some people like, oh my god, why is it gonna be so complicated? Oh, it makes me so freaking mad. Oh, it makes me so mad. Oh, I just can't control myself. I cannot control myself. Oh, why is it so annoying? It's not for game developing? Yeah, but I said rendering. There are frames even in the browser. I have no idea. Still not obvious print stuff. You mean the F writes here? Print, update game. Yeah, but I think that's because... Hold up, console. That was the logs, I think. Yeah. If this was exactly, I am right. I know I am right. If I'm debugging something like a game where we have one frame every 16 milliseconds, then what I'm expecting is a graph that gives me a blob for how long the frame took. Nah, I'm not doing Tracy in the web browser, bro. The profiler dump is just a JSON. The profiler dump is a JSON. Yeah, can I download it? Full range. I really don't. I don't understand. Yeah. Chrome. We are not lagging in Chrome. We are not lagging in Edge. We are only lagging in Firefox. Download it? Yeah. Where? I have an upload button. Upload your profile. This one? Get set file. Why is it a GZ file? Okay, hold up. Chrome. What was this again? Thank God I have ChatGPT, I guess. I think it's Chrome tracing. Yes. There you go. Nothing selected, tab stuff. No, nothing. I can't load the profile JSON. Is not. Does nothing. Share the JSON to GPT. Okay. Fine. Let's do it like this then. What did I just start? It started Visual Studio. What? You downloaded your profile, not the dump? Yeah, that's because Firefox is not giving me a correct download button. I thought I didn't download the correct one, but there is no obvious download button on this dog shit. Fuck! Oh, it makes me so mad! It's Firefox's fault because there's not a simple download button. Now, where do I download this dump? How? God, I should stop, man. I should stop. Oh, it makes me so mad. So you guys don't even know. No. 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 I'm not... Oh no, I don't want to do that. Web GPU Inspector. No reviews yet. Nah, it's a bit too sus. It's a bit too sus. It's not enough. No ratings yet. I don't trust. Man, I'm tired. Really, I am tired. I am tired by this convoluted mess that people call web. Here are the spikes, guys. Here are spikes. I see spikes here all the time. If you're not creating the GPU resource use unless Firefox is triggering resizing for some reason, problem might be somewhere else. Alright. You know what? I'll try, guys. You know what I will try? I'll try something. And then we just move on. And it is how it is. It is how it is then. Try loading the game in Firefox Ghost mode. Nah. Yeah, the thing is, I would debug this if I had this happen in other browsers too, but I don't. So that leads me to believe. No, I only have this in Firefox. Yeah, I have the stuttering issue using a different browser too. It is stuttering here too. It is 100% the GPU. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have seen that we get some micro stutters by... This must be the micro stutters. They stop for a while, then we get micro stutters again. And I don't know what that means. These are the micro stutters, I think. Allocations to deallocations. No, 0 and then allocations, deallocations. I don't know what Firefox is doing. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, that's what it is. And we don't get this issue. Again, we don't get this issue here. Huh? Oh, come on, man. Oh, it makes me so freaking mad. Like, didn't it ja... Hat es mir das nicht gerade vorgeschlagen? Dann geh doch dahin. You just... Oh, you're making me... Oh, it's making me
Okay, so there's this dude right here. We killed one of them before. He is decently easy. You just have to stay on his back.
Open it. Open it. Open. You're making me so mad. Okay. We only get this in Firefox. It is butter smooth on other browsers. So, that means... Just write on the edge page that Chrome is recommended. Let's just get 2,000 enemies going, guys. Exactly. Let's just fuck Firefox, piss off. I don't care anymore. Alright, guys. So, how do we get... How do we get 200,000 enemies updated on the GPU? And then see the data on the CPU. How? I need to be able to read the flow field on the GPU and follow the flow field. That's what I want to do.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Mishdax just subscribed.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate it, Mr. Mishdax. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it, my man. Thank you. Fortunately, the chat today does not update Caster Labs. Don't know why that happens today. I'd rather interface with that than this, but fine. Can I ban people here too? I cannot ban people here. Just click on it. What if I click on this and then do that? It opens up an entire... That's just bad. Okay, fine. Pin message. So, I think we should take a look at the compute particles shader. I have never written a compute shader in my life, but thank goodness we have an example here. So, first and foremost, the most important thing is, in order to be able to update a lot of enemies, I need to be able I need to reduce the enemies in size as much as possible so that we don't have too much data going to the GPU and reading back from the GPU each frame. So, compute shaders are easy. I can hopefully index. That's the problem, right? I need to read other enemies near. How about I just make the enemies follow the flow field for now? That would be the first thing, right? They just follow the flow field. And they look at the flow field on where to go. And I might need previous data. We'll see. What's the flow field fan data look like? Okay, I think we have delta time in here. Speed scale, position plus equals velocity on the P, and then particles on index is P. So we are literally just writing back to ourselves. Right? We get in a local variable, changing the variable, writing back. It is so easy. It's like an update enemies function. And I'm not going to animate the enemies at all. Let me already ask this guy a question. We have a storage buffer, copy source, create the buffer, read back. Buffer descriptor. Create buffer. Map read. Web GPU command encoder copy to buffer. GPU buffer read buffer. Q submit. Buffer map async. In the callback. Gap constant mapped range. Hold up. Encoder copy buffer to buffer. The GPU buffer to the read buffer. And then Q submit. That would be at the very end of the frame. And then we need to map the buffer at the end. Read. Callback. Why do I have to map the buffer in the end? Data. Web GPU buffer get mapped range of size. Aha. Then we can actually read the data. Read your data here. Unmap. So basically this void pointer data would be the array of enemies. So now I need to optimize my enemies so that I can call this. And this read buffer would just be the array of the enemies. Once we have mapped it, it means I can read the buffer, meaning web GPU command and yeah. Web GPU, okay. That's a bit annoying, but I think we can just unmap. Meaning I can then update the enemies on the GPU again. Yeah, Q submit is something I do at the very end. So it'll be, basically it's like this. Compute enemies, render commands, Q submit at the end. But before I do the Q submit, I do the write back to the GPU. And then Q submit. And then once the Q submit is done, I map this asynchronously, which sucks. And then I need to get it back on the CPU. I'm not going to implement a SIMD version for science, no. I'd rather just make the game then at that point, once we have this running. Okay, so I want to do compute enemies, which is literally going to be a copy of compute particles. And then we have an array of enemy. We need parameters to simulate, yeah, sim params. Speed scale, yeah. Yeah, we're waiting on the GPU, yeah. Are you doing this so the game will be portable to the browser, or are you just making a browser game? Yes, I'm doing this so the game will be portable to the browser. And I want to get this running in the browser so that I can fix up the gameplay loop in hopefully a month and make a Steam page. I want to soon make a Steam page. I need to have it up as early as possible. Basically, the moment I can show the gameplay loop, I want a Steam page. And I know that I want a Steam page because this will be a Steam game. Guys, once we have this set up and basic gameplay loop running, like things will move fast. At least when it comes to Steam page and stuff like that. And then once we have the Steam page, that's when we start working on a playtest/demo version on itch. Yeah, you're saying copium, you know? Like, you said the copium, the same thing for Tangy today, that I won't be releasing it on 2026, you know? Keep saying copium, buddy. Just keep. You want me to ban you on Friday too? If we listen, guys. If I get the enemies to run today, I will ban the guys on the list. They will be banned. I will have you know that these guys will all be banned. Shintai, you too, yeah? I wrote down your name. Guys, the moment I have a Steam page up, the moment I have a gameplay loop up and running, we will be doing a Steam page. Okay? I have quite a few screenshots already. Oh, we already have a pinned message. I appreciate that, my man, for pinning the message. Thank you so much for helping with this, man. Thank you, man. I have plenty of itch pages with some text saying that for the best experience you should use Chrome. Can we get some rules for what 200,000 enemies mean? I said 100,000. I just put 200,000 in the title because I think it will be possible today. But the original goal was 100,000 enemies. And if you don't believe me, then go back in the VOD. I said 100,000. I put 200,000 in the title today. Why not make it 300k? Oh yeah, why not make it 100 million? Would you strongly suggest the player to download the game because it's gonna be environment that you have most control just for cases like Firefox? I will give a download version and the browser version available, and we'll see, guys. We will see, right? I'll try to debug the Firefox thing later, but right now let's get to enemies. So let's see, game.h, struct enemy. I think we can change the enemy into separate things already. Here we go. We do enemy and enemy data. So what do we need? We need the unique ID. The array index. Then we need HP. Attack speed. Animation stage, component flags, sprites, render options. Okay, so we do need all of these, but we can't get that here. We can also get the attack and speed from the prefab, but then we really need what type of enemy we have. Right. Let me compare this. With the particle. Chats with attachments, pause. You've used up all your messages. Ah, you buddy. You think you get me to pay money for this stuff? Listen, I have been, let's make a new chat. WebGSL. I have been using free stuff all my life. Total size, 64 bytes, okay. 64 bytes. Okay. Animation state. Guys, I think I can pack I need to pack stuff because on the GPU I only have... Unfortunately, enemies need to be packed. I can't do this on the GPU, that's not how it works. So when I want to have 2 ints that are 8... This is 8 bits. 1 byte. If I want that on the GPU, then I basically have to create an int, pack 1. And I put the first 8 bits to be the attack index. What am I using attack index for? Oh, the attack index is when I attack. Okay, so that's in the prefab. Oh, this can be an int. The prefabs are not that much data. I can put this in the global data, that's fine. No, it's not about structure of arrays. That's totally fine. But I would have to pack the... Like, okay, so that attack index is here. That can be an int. This is an int. This could be a float, but ints are easier to do. This could be a float. It doesn't really matter. Oh. Now sprite ID doesn't matter as well. This doesn't matter. We don't need to optimize that at all. So here, pack 1, right? Let's say I want to pack HP plus enum index plus target X plus target Y. And I have 32 bits. So an animation index, right? Let's see, how many bits? How many bits? And for that we do programmer. That's why I love C++, guys. So if I have the value of 5, we have 3 bits. If I have the value of 8, 4 bits. 12 animation frames, 20 animation frames. No, hold up. 20 animation frames is 5 bits. 30. Still 5 bits. So now we need to make an assumption. What is the most amount of frames that an enemy is going to need in order to be animated? And I'm saying I don't think I will ever have more than 12 frames per second. So saying 16 frames per second is... or 16 animation frames is 5 bits. I think I can get away with 4 bits for the animation frames. Meaning animation index, 4 bits. Right? Target index, target X and target Y. These need to both be 16. Oops. These need to both be 16 bits. Because 16 bits... Can I do bit? 1 bit shifted up by 16 is 65,000. These are indices. 255. Let's see. A grid of 255 times 255 is 65,000 cells. We could also just use 8 bits for each target. But then the maximum grid that I can use is 256. Shall we try with 8? Hold up. So, target X would be 8 bits. Target Y is 8 bits. HP. How much HP can I do? I think 255 for HP is kinda low. Having the highest value of 255 is kinda low. Miglon Clone, yeah, because I don't have a name yet. Long time no see, Cakes. Hey, Mishtek, congrats on the race. Thank you, Mr. Mishtek. I appreciate that. Sorry, I missed your message, man. Thank you very much. I apologize, man. I missed your early message. And thank you very much for subscribing, bro. My man, thank you so much. Big W to chat, my man. Hope you have a good day. And hope you have been doing well, too. Bro is consumed by AI. Well, Nerishka, the thing is, I cannot really Google as efficiently as I would like to. No, not today. Real super cool. On Monday or on Tuesday, I told people that by Friday, I can get 100,000 enemies over the compute pipeline. That is not from today. That is from Monday or Tuesday. That's when I wrote down the names. I wrote these down on Monday or Tuesday. For the number of enemies you want, you don't need packing yet. Yeah, sure, but I mean, what do we have here? 16. We have 20 bits at the moment. Why not do the packing at the moment anyways, right? And then package this back in. Didn't you say FPS? I said I want to have 100,000 enemies running on the GPU. And the moment I can run 5 enemies on the GPU, we can also run 100,000 enemies on the GPU. Now, okay, let me update it. I want to have 100,000 enemies running on the GPU. And I still want to have 60 FPS. Minimum. Okay? That's what I want to. Because I know that Sir, we have an orc problem, is able to handle 500,000 enemies. So I set myself a low estimate of 100. And if I can get it to run at 60 frames per second by Friday, then these guys get banned. Okay? HP. Okay, I mean, we can do 16 bits. That is 36 bits. Hold up. No, wait. It cannot be that much. It's gonna be 12 bits, right? 12 bits. What is the most amount of... What can I... 1 bit shifted to the left by 12. 4,000. 12 bits. It's about 4,000. Enemy behavior on AI. 0 minus... Cakes. 0 minus 4,900. 0 minus 4,095. Okay. What? 0 to 4,095. You have to 1 minus 2 to the power of 12. Yeah, I mean, not on programmer though. Hold up. No, that's not it. Hold up. You confused me, I think. Yeah, -1. Yeah, that's the... Not the... No. So I can have 8,000. You know what? Hold up. Binary. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 bits. Is this the highest number is 4,000? Okay. Let's just say we have this. Pack 1. Maybe we don't need do this for now, right? But we could think about this being pack 1. And we just do int, float. Let's see, what do we have? 4. Great. And then UID. Shit, UID is something I need to put in the shader header as well. To the struct. And then it is a u32 ID. Then I mean, I'd love for it to be ID, but I guess I already have ID. I don't know why it's green. I'm scared that it'll be wrong. U32 index. There you go. So we need that structure ID on the GPU. There you go. UID, that is 8, 4, 4, 4, 8, 8. Let's get rid of push for now. Target X, well then these need to be ints. 4, 4, int. That is 4. Int. 4.
Clink, 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 clink.
Int. 4. Let's see. Let's first make it clean structure. And then put all of those together. Hey, no! And then we package it later. Right? How much are we talking here? Let's use a calculator. Oh. We have 4 plus 8. I missed the top one. Plus 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. 60. So we need 1 padding. This code should be able to know the size. 60. Really? Did I? No? 64. Okay. Good. And we can definitely reduce that by a lot. But that's enemy data now. So chunk is enemy data. We have an array of enemy data. This will be on the GPU soon. Guys, I need to go to the bathroom. 1 sec. Sorry. Damn it. I wanted to continue.
Yeah. So I don't think it's misogyny or misogynistic if you do that.
Master M. The calculations are in and M. The powers of your brain are overwhelming.
Cakez writing React soon? Buddy, you realize that we are so deep in C++ lands and optimization lands, it's not even funny. What do you mean Cakez writing React soon? This is so far. I'm not even using something like Odin or Zig. Like, I'm going the most bare bones that you can ever do. What do you mean React? Why are you so smart? Yes. I'm getting banned. React, we are not reacting today, my brothers. We are not reacting. Okay. Good. Need to turn the enemy structure into that, but we'll have to first... Let's first make the enemy... prefab. Yeah, the prefab also needs HP. Of course. Good. And then this gives me back an enemy data. Stuff. Enemy data. Spawn enemy. It doesn't have a type. But does it matter? Don't really need the type, do we? Well, we need it for the speed. We need the type for the speed. We could cache the speed for now. Or make every enemy walk the same speed. Get enemy data from UUID. Clean up enemies. Update chunks. Data. Enemy.sprites. Yeah. Here is where we need to know which sprite we use based on the animation state. And in order to do that, we need to know what type each enemy is. I need to store the type on it. So that I know, so I can index into this, into my sprites. So then we just have padding 1. And whenever we spawn an enemy, we need to give it the type. So that when we do spawn it, we need to put that in there. Let's see. Anything else? I don't think attack and speed is something we need. No. We just need those. We just need to set the HP. Full HP. Good stuff. Anything else? Full HP. Then let's go back to the game. Prefab. Hold up, let's see. So here we can get the prefab. Good. And let's hope that this is a type, right? It's an int, yeah. Type, and then we get the prefab. Prefab.sprites. Prefab.speed as a float. Or is it... I think speed is already a float. It is. Cool, next. Enemy push. Yeah, I'm not using push. Enemy data. What is this? Prefab. Prefab. Gotta love this, man. It's awesome. Super easy. Enemy push. This is false. Chunk lookup collision. Enemy. Oops. Data. Neighbor push. We don't have push at the moment. New enemy. Spawn new enemy. Enemy skeleton. And why do we need to supply data here? Type. Type. HP, animation index, animation time, position direction. Target. I think I put in spawn enemy, I set this to -1, yeah. It sets the position here. I don't even need to supply the position. I think I just spawn a type. I don't think I need the data. What do I need that for? We get the prefab and we add the prefab. What do we need? Idle. What would we need to set here? How's it going? Hello, Slender. Good. Going good. Dot type. HP is prefab.hp. Animation index gonna be 0. Animation time, position. Direction doesn't matter. Target XY. Gone. Animation state is, I guess, here. Components. Padding. Spawned enemy. We have the... Oh, it says animation state run in the beginning. Okay, fine. We do run. Then we don't need this because we already have it. Okay, cool. I think that's a lot better. We just set the position. We say which enemy to spawn. They are a lot better. Primary spawn a skeleton. At a position. Oh, look how easy it is. Lol. What is this? Yeah, this code right here, I think will go away soon. This will most likely go away soon. Do I already have prefab here somewhere? Oh. Okay. Okay, we just have one problem. Did you get the compute shader functionality? I'm just doing the setup for the compute shader. Let me just see if it works first. So I did a lot of code changes now. Let's see. Does the game run? Validation layer. Command finish. Render pipeline quad. Label is invalid. ID. Oh, hold up. Shader header. Oh, yeah. Okay. The shader header was invalid. Still is invalid. Previous definition of ID. Redefinition of U32. Redefinition? What? Passing. Redefinition of U32. Huh? Oh, I see. It's the other way around. See. Yeah, I'm still learning the language. Okay, cool. So, wow, the game runs. We see the enemies here. Variable type, yeah. Now we need to put the struct enemy in here. I guess enemy data, which is taken from here. And I'm just gonna go here. Thank you. Appreciate that. Requires shader FC UID. Hey? Hold up. I should be able to have a UID here. Type. Right, that should be possible. That's gotta be possible. Type. I see, type index. Let's just say that. Animation index, animation time, position, target, animation state. I'm not switching to Rust. I like C++. Okay. I think we are good to go now. We have enemy data. So what do I want to do now? I want to take this data, make a compute shader, transform the data, read it back to the what you call it? Read it back to the CPU, and then just on the CPU make the draw calls for the enemies. For now. The draw calls will come from the GPU, but right now I can't do that because I need Atlas position and offset for each enemy. I need to know which enemy is drawing what. So that'll be in the next step. Okay. So let's start by taking compute particles and putting that. Oh, I think I already did put that in compute enemies, didn't I? Yes. So we have enemy data and sim parameters. We need delta time, that's all we need. And we need global data, because we need to have access to the flow field. Global data now needs to hold the flow field. So instead of it being in a game, where is the flow field? Tile. Foliage type. Map. So we need a tile. Do you have access to inert draw codes? Using that to avoid readback from CPU, create draw codes. I still need the readback on the CPU, regardless. I can't go without readback, unfortunately. I would love to, but... Okay, guys, unfortunately... all of this stuff needs to also be on the GPU. Let's see, a tile needs to have the flags. I don't know why there's an animation index here. I think you can get rid of that. But we definitely need a foliage index or building index. So we have to make that a bit bigger now for now. We can unpackage that soon, or package that soon, but we have to like make it simple first. Because I need the flow field, or I just copy over the flow field information to the GPU. What do I need? I need the flags and the next tile, right? And the direction. In order to have it to work. I need the next tile. But I would have to copy it over. I mean, why not? And I don't have to change any of that. Spatial partitioning. Chunks. Yeah, we need the map on the global data. We need the chunks. We need to look at enemies. Well, let's not do the chunks. Let's not do the chunks. Let's first just do the tiles. First get it to work, then make it correct. We don't need the number because we know where to go next. Grid size doesn't exist. Is inside the game. Needs to be in render interface. Love that. Why is UI.h complaining right now? Because render interface is complaining, yeah. Okay, well, shader data is now complaining, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm working on it. Goodness. Give me a couple of seconds here, okay? Good. Man, like, it's crazy how annoying these are. Global data now has the GPU tiles. That's the first step. Good. Now I need to update global data in the shader header as well. So we need tiles to be an array of GPU tiles, comma, and now it is 64 by 64 grid size times grid size, which obviously we need to know the grid size, and I don't think I can put grid size in here. There's no way this works, but let's test, comma. Then we need to define grid size to be a constant value. Right now, I think it's 32. Yes. 32. And now we need to generate that tile, which is I32, and then this is a vec2 of F32s. Struct. And then all of these are commas. Now, let's see if this works first. It's just more data. It definitely builds, which is nice. Let's run. Pretty sure we're getting an error. Yes. Global data. Requirements, uniforms are not met. 17. Array has a stride of 24, not a multiple of the required alignment of 16. Really? Global data is invalid? Uh-oh. Do I have to put padding in here? And I have to put padding on the CPU as well. Bind group index, the buffer bounded index is the size of where the shader expects. The buffer bounded binding 1 is bound with the size of 258.8 where the shader expects. Panicked. Oh no. You know what, guys? I'll do this. I have no idea. Won't find it out. So I'll just do yoink. Hold up. Yeah. Maybe it's grid size times grid size, guys. It didn't complain about this, by the way. That's interesting. Global data is a uniform buffer. Every array element must try to be a multiple of 16 bytes. GPU tile is 24 bytes, which is not what arrays require. We are missing 8. The array stride 24 is not a multiple of the required element. We need to pad it, which I did. Okay, so the padding was correct. But I suppose I have to also put padding in here. Or something. You have I know that will answer any and all questions you can ask on read to do. Yeah, no, I gotta be honest. I should have done this a bit faster because I literally like. That's why I don't like reading documentation too much, because oftentimes I just need simple answers like this. But I don't need to read like 10 freaking document pages of information that I don't need in the moment. I just need that so to move on, because I'm not interested. I'm not interested in the entire Bible of the entire package that I'm doing, right? And I also don't always want to go to chats like, hey guys, can you explain that to me? Can you explain that to me? It also gets annoying, right? So, okay, so it looks like we are running, which means we should all be good now. All I need to do is when we initialize the game, we need to copy over, and that'll just be a for loop. Init game. Once we are done with the grid, yeah, start tile, all of that. I'm gonna go one more time over the grid. And I'm gonna copy that over to global data. Copy grid to
Hello,
global.
Mr. Cakez. Bathroom count, please.
So, tile is what is it? How do I get a tile again? I mean, X and Y. Next project, your version of They Are Billions. Cakes? Yes. Yes. That's the next idea for the game. That's what I want to do. And I think we are on a good track. Alright, let's just copy everything that we need. Tile.flags, tile.next, tile.next, tile.obstacle. Doesn't matter which index we take. Tiled direction. And padding is not something we need. Okay, so that's copying over the global data. Now we have it on the GPU. Now, guys, we just need a buffer for the enemies. We need the enemy buffer. And then we need to copy that buffer to the GPU one time. I think. We only need to copy it over one time. So far, I'm watching you work with Web GPU. It seems only a bit more complex, but way better at telling you what you're doing wrong. Yeah, it is a lot better. So much better. I love it. At least the error messaging, right? I like that a lot. Let's see first. Let's see if I actually do it correctly now. And also if it runs in the browser, because now we're going to set up the compute shader. Excuse me. Okay, so it does run. Good. And yeah, shader header, compute shader. Compute enemies. We have global data. Binding number 2. If the index is greater than the array length of particles. Interesting. Well, now that is enemies. Okay, why would that be? Can't do rename. I hate that, man. Okay, hold up. S. P. With enemy /D. No. I can't. I can't. Super annoying. Why do I have an extension if it doesn't work? Alright, good. Now we don't need sim parameters. If I put global, I'll put sim parameters in there anyways. Let us... I think enemies have velocities. Do they? They have directions. Okay. That's fine. Instead of velocity, we just do direction. There you go. Now we don't have velocity in there. And enemy radius. We don't have radius. Don't I have set particle radius functions or something? Particle scale. Struct particle. Hold up. It doesn't really matter. I really don't have to do that right now. Let's just set it to 10. Oh, wait, how do I do that again? Let be 10. Can I even do that? Anyways, good. I want to build a compute pipeline now. Enemy compute. Compute enemies. We need a compute program. There's still particle left. Thank you. I hope I didn't delete something wrong now. Yeah, there we go. No, compute enemies reload timestamp. Then compute enemies timestamp. I should call it compute enemies. Let's see. Ja. Hat schon Zahlendreher da drin. Englisch. In English. Then that's compute enemies. Good. Compute enemies program. Good. That should build the compute pipeline. And you told me that there is a particles in there. Somewhere. I don't see it. Are you sure? At the very end. Ah! Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Good stuff. Last line. Okay, guys. So this will not compile for the first time, 100%. I made some errors, but that would be the first step. We have to get it to compile. And then letting it run should also not be too difficult. Okay, we are getting an error. Validation error. Failure to instrument shader. It is reloading. Hold up, it's reloading the shader every frame. But it's not giving me an actual error. Oh, I see why. Sorry. I made a simple mistake. I'm not assigning the compute timestamp. That's why. Okay. It constantly reloaded. I have hot shader reloading now, so that I can quickly make changes in the shader. I forgot to put the wrong timestamp here. Timestamp here. Okay, cool. So the compute shader compiles and works. We don't have the enemy code yet. But we can now compute, if we want to, enemies. And we could potentially just do that here in the main loop. Particles. We have nothing in the buffer, right? So here would be upload enemies to the GPU. And we do the same thing that they do with the particles. They create a buffer and write to it. This is the enemy storage buffer. And we will have to change these soon. But size of enemies, enemy data, max particle count. Now I want to have maximum amount of enemies, but we also need to copy it over, I think. Actually, no, we don't. We can't draw it yet. We need a buffer on the CPU that is the same size as the buffer on the GPU. Right? Let's do 100,000. Clown should be removed. Yeah. You're right. Max enemies. This is define. Actually, I like that a lot. Okay, so now we are creating the buffer. And then we need to copy to the buffer the data. That's where we have to get a buffer on the CPU and copy that over. You have to get a buffer from the CPU. And I suppose I'm so scared to do this because it's gonna blow the enemies off. It's gonna be too many. We take this, right? And then since it's an array, it has T elements here. So that would be game state. Enemies. Not elements. Size of enemy. Max enemies. Guys, you think that's enough? Let's see. If I have 100,000 enemies and I multiply that by 64 bytes, is that 6 megabytes? That's only 6 megabytes? Huh. That's interesting. Cool. No, wait, hold up. Particle buffer, that's wrong. We need an enemies buffer. Hold up. Alright, so now we have the correct buffer. Cakez, I started using SFML box today to make a game. Yo, legit gentleman, that's awesome. Okay, wait, so we need the count that we need to update. Right, so now that's uploading the data to the GPU, the enemies. Same for the particles. And upload global data, yeah. The compute pass. There we go. So this would be dispatch enemy compute pass.
we begin one. This is compute enemies. Work group size, particle count. Okay, so that's the hold up. Const int enemy count is game state dot enemies count. What type is it? The current particle count. So UN32T. Okay, I mean, I don't think it matters. And then we do enemy count plus 63 divided by 64. I suppose that's some alignment stuff, right? Okay, so that's running the compute pass already. And then here it draws the enemies, which I can't do right now. But that would draw the enemies. Okay. Now, I don't know what it does with the enemies, right? Because I don't have the write back. And did he tell me about the write back, or did I have to make a new window? I think I had to make a new window, and the old window is, I guess, gone. This one. Hold up. This is getting annoying. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to look at this all the time. I just want to read the text. How do I write back? Shader module release. Here it was. No, wait. Blend fuck, that's something else. Shit. Oh, where was the write back? Am I blind? I was googling this before here. No. Ah, here. Okay, so GPU buffer. We need to. It needs to be a copy source. All right. So let's see. When we make the buffer, can I also say that it's a copy source? Hopefully. Let's first test if I can make it a copy source. You can use the right side of ChatGPT to find all things. Too much pattern for buffer. Should have used more patterns for memory-driven design. What? Okay, so it does work. The game's running. Now it looks like it's also doing the compute, because it's not complaining. Which is nice. Okay. Copy source, create buffer, read back from the buffer. Here we go. Read buffer. Copy destination. Oh, so I need a read back buffer. I see. Oh, hold up. Read buffer. Oh, and then I have to maybe even do a mem copy. That's a bit annoying. Copy to the read buffer. It's a GPU buffer. I didn't see that before. Q submit. And then map the buffer. so that I can get the mapped range. I see. This is gonna be slow, I'm pretty sure, but how slow is it really? How slow will that be? Okay, so we need to get that readback buffer. The readback buffer is the same size as the other buffer. We have context.device. And obviously we want that to be the read buffer here. Okay, so at least we have the buffer. And then, well, we just have to do this command at the very end of the rendering loop. Well, we could even do it here, but the command only really happens once we are done with computing, right? So we're computing the enemies and we command to copy it back, or we do a command to copy back. Oops. The GPU buffer is context.enemy buffer. And I'm pretty sure, oops, that we can't do this every frame. Size, yeah. Well, we only really need to copy back how many enemies we have, do we? We don't need to copy back everything. Why do you read back? You want to read back the enemies every frame? Right now, yes. I know it will be slow. I know it will be slow. I literally said that, but that's the first step. All right, we read back. We submit the queue, yeah, and then we map asynchronously to a callback function. Okay. That's a bit annoying. How many times can I call that? That is a bit annoying. Hold up. Hold up. Where is it? I want to test if it works exactly. Guys, we will make it efficient once we can. I know I can make it more efficient. I just need to know how it works. That's the most important part. The callback. What type of callback do we need? Callback info. User data. Yeah, guys, you have to chill. Chill. We will get there, okay, guys? Just wait. We are getting there. Slowly but surely. Okay. I just want to see it working. Type dev void user data. Struct readback data. Too much code. Too much code. Void callback, thank you. Freaking hate this. I hate this. Makes me mad. User data. Nothing. What do I need? Lol. What would I need? Just put it right here. And see what happens. Readback, callback, right? Then that'll turn the error off. Oh, I need to supply that as a function pointer, right? So that's not correct. This is not correct. It's complaining. It says candidate function requires 5 arguments, but 6 were provided. Oh, so no null pointer for user data. Huh. No, still not correct. No known conversion from a void pointer void to a callback info. I see, so I need the callback info, and then inside the callback info we have that thing. Okay, I got it. Yeah, okay, so we need to make this callback struct. Right. Callback mode. Okay. Cannot initialize a member of type callback, which is a void async status string view void void with an R value of just this. Yeah, so the callback he gave me is wrong. Thank you. Great. I should have done it myself. Fuck. Fine. So that's what we need. We have the status, the message, the user data. Oh, so user data is my buffer or something? Like, where's the data in the callback? Eh? If it copied it back, where is the data? Huh? Am I stupid? Hold up. Maybe I misunderstand something here. But I am copying back to the read buffer. Yeah. Okay. I'm mapping. Hold up, I'm calling map. Callback info. Callback user data. But where is my data? I don't understand. How do I read back? I don't get it. Callback. It's not even the correct callback. Web GPU get const mapped range data. So that's instant on the buffer. So I guess I can call that. I guess. There's no way this works, guys. There is absolutely no way that this works, you know. Which buffer is he talking about, by the way? The web GPU buffer. So the context. Great. And then I don't know how much we're reading back. Let's just multiply 1,000 enemies. For now. Just so I know what to do. Just so I have a couple of them. And then I mem copy into game state.enemies. The data using the size. So guys, who do you think this will work? Who in here thinks this will work? Huh? It compiles. That's nice. Never? No? Anyone in YouTube thinks that will work? Please. Anyone? I have one. Ponkis thinks it'll work. $100 out of 100 it will work. So you can ban us. I will ban you on Friday anyways, because it'll work on Friday. Like, I might not be able to get it to work today, but 100% it'll... What do you think, man? It'll work by Friday, bro. We're already at the part where we are simulating the enemies. And I get the time tonight to think about my design. You have to realize that, man. I can basically bake the rendering on the GPU and I only need to write back the enemies sometimes. Like, I will skip enemies in the rendering code that are dead. So there must be a way to do that. You don't need to read back at all on enemies with any. Well, I need to read back at some point. I'm pretty sure. I need to attack enemies, or I need to manage enemies. Let's see. Oh my god, web GPU, get constant map range. Yeah, okay, what do we get here? We get a null pointer, of course. Okay. Yeah. It would overrun the buffer. Out of bounds. Buffer access out of bounds. Start offset plus size. Would overrun the buffer limit. Get constant mapped range. Offset is 0 though. What are you talking about? Size. How would that overrun the buffer? This read buffer is 100,000 enemies large. Huh? How would that overrun the buffer? No, it did. No. When I generate that, that's 100,000 enemies. Yeah, that's 6 megabytes. And then it tells me that hash size would overrun the buffer? Huh? Still working on the tiny lag issues? No, I stopped. You multiply the size by... No, I don't. I don't. I do size of enemy data. Size of... I do 1,000 enemies. This is 1,000 enemies. Huh? I upload 100,000. It's not even going in here. What? Hold up. What? Is it somewhere down below? Read back size. Huh? Oh, I see my readback size, okay. That's how much I map. Okay, readback size. Let's just bake this in. 38,400. $38,400. I see, so that's what I'm mapping to read back, and then it's all, I'm overshooting because I'm not storing. Yeah, I need to store this, but how much I have read back. I don't know, like, I'm scared to query 2 readbacks, and I didn't get a callback yet. Shit. Task manager. I didn't mean to do task manager. Oh, build's already running. Okay, how about I don't build to the web right now? Okay, because that takes too long. How about that, huh? All right. Guys, we're ready. Let's see. Still mapped. So, buffer is still mapped. Validation error. VKQ submit. Buffer with label is still mapped. So that means I forgot to unmap the buffer. Okay. There was something about unmap somewhere, I remember. Unmap. Yep. Got that. Okay. See guys, in OpenGL, it wouldn't be this straightforward. Even though this is complicated, you know guys? It tells me what I need to do. Off-screen progress is from, yeah, AI tells me what to do, I code it in, yes. You got an issue? There are no tutorials. There's no other way to do it, huh? If you're so smart, how about you do it yourself, dummy, huh? The enemies don't move, though. The enemies don't move. Of course they don't move, because I don't tell them to move. Hold up. They should move, though. Based on some particle stuff. Right? But it's copying. Interesting. How do I interpret data again? Hold up. Data is enemy data. I have a void pointer here. Oh, it's an enemy data pointer. And then I want the first 100 instances. Type 0. Position 13. 17,000 on Y. 700 position 2,000. 1,700 on Y was it? 1,700. So it does. Alright. Let's look at the first enemy. How about that? We do on how about the second enemy? I think I have to brace it like this. Yes. Okay, so we are looking at this guy, okay? 794, 1342. Wait a bit, wait a bit, wait a bit, wait a bit, wait a bit. Okay, so it's not updating the enemies. So what about this? I'm pretty sure compute runs. What about we do... Oh, they don't have a direction. Why don't we just make them all move to the left? How do I make a vector 2 again? Vec2 F32 of -1.0 0.0. Oh. Wait. It was doing hot reloading. Why is it not? And let's not do the if checks here. Direction was 0, 0, yeah. But why don't they move? Maybe because the speed scale? But even though, like, I'm doing the speed scale, delta time. They don't move. Even though we have a direction. That's annoying. I can't make the enemies move. Would be cool if I have them move today. but I don't know how. I'm running out of time. No, if there was a mistake here, then it would, like, for example, if I were to do a mistake, then it would give me a compilation error. Hey, bro, what you doing? Why is it not giving me an error? Hey? Why do I not get an error? Recompile? Yeah, but I do. Hey? Compute enemies? You did missing? But it should give me an error. I don't see the missing part ever. Where? Huh? No, guys, it is compiling the shader apparently without any issues. That is the problem. The compute shader is not. I don't understand. That's the problem. So I don't even know if the compute shader is being compiled or running. But okay, guys, unfortunately I'm running out of time, so if I had like 1 to 2 more hours today, I'm pretty sure we would get enemies moving, but not now. I was a bit late today. That is super odd. Copy buffer, dispatch, copy buffer. It's not running the computer, I think. Begin render pass, draw. It does not draw enemies. It copies to the enemy storage buffer once. It doesn't do the compute shader. Huh? Why? This is false, yeah. But this should begin. Huh? Maybe it's not enough enemies? That's super odd. It's literally multiply size by 1,000. Yeah, but it should work. Huh? Set pipeline. Dispatch work groups. Huh? Dispatch work groups. And I don't see the dispatch work groups in render. Am I blind? Dispatch. Oh god. It dispatches work groups. Or it does. Where can I even see the compute, the resources used? Particles. Oh, particles! The buffer is the wrong buffer. Because... Hold up. it puts the wrong buffer. Oh, guys, I think we got it. Hold up. Okay. Compute. Particle buffer. I didn't update these. Why did that work then? Hold. Simi parameters. And then we need another binding, which is in compute. It's a uniform buffer, binding number 2. And then obviously these can't be hard-coded with the number 2. And then this will be the global data buffer. It's binding number 2. Ah, okay, I was like, damn. Alright guys, there it is. There it is, a 5. Shit. Validation error. Bind group label is invalid. Invalid bind set bind group command. Q submit. Command encoder finish. Bind group with the label is invalid. VKQ submit. Validation letter. In set bind group command. Bind group with label is invalid. That doesn't help me at all. Shit. That doesn't help me at all. Oh, size of enemy data times max enemies. I don't have enemy data. Great. Ah. That's annoying. God, I want it to work. I hate that. God damn it, man. Fuck, like I hate when, oh man. Now it's complaining. What do you mean you don't have access to the render interface? Should it be, I do. Okay. Yeah, it works again. Size of buffer is wrong. It might be that, yeah. I'm sorry guys, I gotta leave. It's too late. We have to do it tomorrow. Okay, so at least the game compiles, but the enemies still don't move. So, yeah. I need to figure out why. I'll do one more quick Giza. But then unfortunately I have to leave. Sorry. Dispatch. Pipeline state. Particles. Enemy storage buffer. Particles. It still thinks it's using particles. Why? It's using the enemy buffer. Compute shader. It's using the wrong shader. Oh, I'm so dumb. Hold up, guys. Did you go to university? Yeah, but didn't really learn much. Cakes, good morning. Hello, Frankie. How you doing? I just want to be done with this, guys. Please work. Shit. Compute pipeline label is invalid. Set pipeline command encoder finish. WebGP pipeline with a backtrace. Set pipeline command is invalid. What do you mean it's invalid? Hey. Caused by Z pipeline. Q submit. Unnamed. I call it compute enemies though. Eh? What? I don't have the errors in the shader anymore, no. If I had, then the recompilation of this would break. And at this point, I don't know, and I don't have the time. Unfortunately, I have to git add this and commit this. Damage. Sorry, guys. Didn't manage to do it. Didn't manage to do it. I didn't have enough time. Only 3 hours. I think I would have done this if I had 1 more hour. But tomorrow. I can see myself testing this out tonight, guys. I gotta leave. Sorry. Wife's waiting. Zoe had not injection, but you know, Impfung in English today. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Say hi to Jackie Coates. Okay, I don't have time right now. I'm already too late. Sorry. I have to buy groceries and stuff, so I'll see you all tomorrow, guys. Tschüss. Tschüss. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.